a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
82 is mine. I got 82. One. What tight end?
From the gun, Mariota. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
25 yards that time.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go one more. Twist. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 90.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Mike 5. Defense wins championships, baby.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. Alert, alert, alert.
I hope you brought your rest, 'cause I'm about to take you to school. Mike, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our. Watch the safety creep.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back. 54.
Go.
Check. Watch 54. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Allen now looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's coming.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And that's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd and short.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Bang, bang. Three.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota, and it's complete. Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 40.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, with the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama. Then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Come on. You better bring it.
49 to Mike, 49.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota, and Davis has it over the middle, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
49, guys. Mike. Seam 6.
2nd down, Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Safe. On 52. Regular.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's caught left side by John Brown. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the back.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
One. It's been a long day for you.
Following the interception here, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
22 jet bombers. Hey, Foxtrot.
55 mark, guys, 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Spot 61. Matchbox lights.
Check 24. Tight.
Hey, zoom.
Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
49
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Cameron Batson, an even 90 yards. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
14. Bills 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Round 80.
Mike 54.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When the Titans selected Alabama linebacker Rashaan Evans at number 22, I thought it was a perfect fit. Gives him a chance to apprentice a little bit with Wesley Woodyard right there next to him and eventually take over running that defense. He can run, he can hit, he can cover. Everything you expect out of a first-round linebacker.
To throw, it's Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 13-yard line.
Mike. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Shit. 55. Mike, 55.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now TJ Yeldon, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 25 yards out. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Nice 7, let's go. March 49.
Here's Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's good for Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Allen's throw is complete. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Hey, Haywood.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Middle.
Topper.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey,
Watching you grind. Hey, come on now. Alert 3.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Man.
alert.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Brown 80. 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of his shotgun, it's McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the pass. Charlie.
There you go, Mike 20. 1.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Mariota on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Check.
Mariota to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
All day, dog. Check.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge... And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's get the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mariota now from the 50. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.